Hello guys, welcome to Football Manager 14 Becoming Legend. And last time you joined us, we made a lot of changes. We changed the tactics, we signed a few players. Has it worked? Let's have a look. As you can see, we have not lost since the January transfer window closed. We went to play Celtic. Considering we haven't lost to Celtic at all since I've taken over, I was pretty confident. It was a game where we played very well defensively, and that's something I've been focusing on, improving our defence. As you can see, Celtic completely dominated, but we didn't concede, which was the most important thing. Very good game, a game I was very, very happy with. I was very impressed with this player, Virgil van Dijk. Although his rating doesn't represent it, you can tell he's a very good player. Look at those attributes, very, very good player, 23 years old. Want to keep an eye on him. But we played alright, Stephen Hendry is coming along very well, had a good game. Look at him, 20 years old, and them attributes. Stunning, absolutely stunning. But that was a 0-0 draw. Then we went on to Dundee United, and this was an outstanding game. Had to put it down to one player, as you can see here. You can probably guess, 9.8 rating, Armin Hodzic. This really was the Armin Hodzic show. Absolutely amazing performance, outstanding, out of this world performance. 4 goals in a St Johnson's shirt. It really was a great game, a joy to behold. As you can see here, McKee gets the ball on the outside of the box, plays it into Hewitt. Wotherspoon on the right hand side crosses it into Hodzic, and Wotherspoon and Hodzic really do work well together. Wotherspoon just puts in those balls which Hodzic loves to get on the end of. As you can see, Hodzic here playing in Wotherspoon again. Goes down. Probably would have been a penalty if it wasn't, but Hodzic banged it in anyway, so there was no need to bring play back. 2-0, Wotherspoon and Hodzic yet again linking up. As you can see here, Hewitt passing it around, goes out wide to Pascazio, our 18-year-old defender who's been playing outstanding, and Lenigan, our young Kenyan we signed in, plays in Hodzic, and Hodzic gets a hat-trick on the 75th minute. But it didn't end there. Kieran Westwood, great goal kick down to Hendry. Hewitt picking the ball up in midfield, passing it backwards. Hewitt's playing alright, but he's not developing well. He's another youngster I signed at the beginning of the season. Haven't seen much of him. He's not really developing the way I thought he would. Pascazio, though, developing beautifully. Look at that ball. Look at that for a ball. And Hodzic, don't miss on one-on-ones. Great finish there. 4-0. What a result. And it really did change the morale. After that game, our morale was excellent. So we went on to play St Mirren. Sort of trying out a few more positions. Playing McGowan on right back now. Because Pascazio, I want to put him in the first team. Where is he? Pascazio, I really want to put into the first team. Because look at his attributes. He's growing even more. 12 tackling at the age of 18. Honestly, I think he could be one of the best defenders in the world in this game. He's growing so nicely. I want to keep pushing that. Keep encouraging his growth. Such a great goal, great defender. Look, one of my coaches thinks he's 3.5 stars. I'm thinking about pushing him into the first team next season. I was considering buying a big centre back in summer. Do I need to? Because Pascazio is developing. What do you guys reckon? Am I seeing things? Is he really not that great? But for this league, I think he's good, and the more I play him, the better he's going to get. And as you can see here, McGowan playing the throw-in back to Wotherspoon. Lot of goals coming from that right-hand side. Plays in Joe McKee, and Joe McKee's been outstanding. I think he's been one of the players we have not been going on about. We've been going on about Hodzic, we've been going on about McGowan, but Joe McKee, absolutely outstanding player. And as you can see, he whips in a free kick, which finds Hodzic somehow to make it 2-0. Another goal from Hodzic. 5 goals in 1.5 games at this point. But then they get a goal later on. Really didn't matter. We'd already won it. We sat back after that. Made sure we didn't concede again. 2-1. Good result. We went to Inverness at home. A game I felt we probably should have won, but they've got this amazing regen on loan from Arsenal. Look at him. Look at him. 19 years old. He's going to be a world beater in a couple of years. An outstanding regen. Amazing. I'm just jealous. He scored against us. He was the guy that scored against us. As you can see, our lineup, Baitiki really settling into that left midfield role. Playing Neil Kilkenny. I'm really rotating that centre midfield role. Joe McKee plays pretty much every game, but I'm rotating it between Kilkenny, Hewitt and Kikeletti. I really haven't seen much from Neil Kilkenny. He's really disappointed me this season. I thought he would be the captain, really. I thought he would be the leader in midfield. I thought he'd string everything together. But he goes missing in the games. He really does. I've no idea where he goes, but he really disappoints. But as you can see, we're still not dominating possession despite the new tactic I showed you last episode. But we're getting the results, which is all that matters. I'll happily concede having the most possession if it means we get the results. The results is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. But as you can see, Baitiki on that left-hand side, very difficult to control. Plays in Wotherspoon at the back post and he just has to tap it in from there. But unfortunately, we kept going forward. Sometimes I don't know when to start getting defensive, but Gustafsson scores a corner. That regen I showed you, outstanding player. I want to see him in a couple of years' time because he will be an absolute great player. But there were the games we played. I want to show you the players because Joe McKee is the one I want to show you really because he really is coming on well. I think he's going to be a St Johnstone legend in this game. Look at those attributes. His physical attributes are really improving, and so is his mental attributes. I really want to focus up his anticipation a bit more and that creativity. I really want to push that creativity role because I want to play him as an advanced playmaker. Very, very good player. I'm going to have to give him a contract extension in summer. Hopefully, won't want too high wages. The thing is, because these players are all playing so well, they're all going to be demanding much higher wages. But we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully we won't lose too many good players. Hopefully we can hold on to our best players. But as you can see in the league now, we're sitting third. Pretty comfortably in third. It looks sort of like it's going to be a 3-horse race. Aberdeen and Dundee United, you can't write them off either. My aim this season, I want second place. First place, unrealistic really. Celtic are just a much better team. Their league's above the rest of the teams in this league. And I want to get that second place. I don't know where Europe is. That's something I really want to get into. Europe. That's really going to get the money into this club. Oh, second and third. Only top team gets Champions League. But yeah, I want Euro Cup. So I could come third and get that. Fourth maybe. But we've also got the League Cup. I don't think we get any qualifications from there. In the next episode, we do have the Regen Day, which is very exciting. I want to get a couple of decent regens. And then we've got the League Cup final in the next episode. I want to have that as a live game against Motherwell. Massive game. When I get my first piece of silverware, keep tuned in because in a few episodes' time, we will be playing Motherwell and I want to do it live. But yeah, Joe McKee, great player. The players really are coming into their own. Looking at the stats, Hodzic, wow, absolutely outstanding. Top goal scorer by 8 goals. 8 goals ahead of second place. That is breathtaking. 23 goals in 26 games. Stunning. I want to get him next season. I'm not too sure. I said into the press that I wanted to sign him permanently. Hodzic just came out and said, I don't want to sign for St Johnstone permanently. But maybe that's because of our last year's finishing position. If we qualify for Europe, maybe we'll be a bit more tempted. Maybe Liverpool want to keep him. I don't think they will. I think they'll sell him. But at least put him on loan. I'd love to get him on loan again next season. If not, we're going to have a really difficult task replacing him. I don't think... I've been playing Zigoni a couple of times. He's good. He's decent at holding the ball up, but he does not score goals. As you can see, he's come off the bench 3 times, started once, and he hasn't scored a goal. Hasn't even got an assist. Disappointing. Very disappointing. He doesn't even look like he's had a shot. His shot target ratio is not non-existent. So I don't even know if he's had a shot. Disappointing. It really is disappointing. Hopefully he'll keep improving. He's definitely worth keeping an eye on, developing him nicely. He's only got another year left on his contract after this season. But he's worth keeping an eye on. But yeah, there's the league for you. Tune in next episode guys, because it's Regen Day. Get in some saucy regens, hopefully. I'll see you later. Bye.